Hello and welcome to the CNY Business Connection. I'm Jason Weinstein. Coming up on this week's show, Bob Stezzi stops by with some tips for top customer service. Plus, with prices for scrap metal at an all-time high, should you be selling? And if you do, where does all that scrap metal go? We'll go behind the scenes at Upstate Shredding. But first, a look at the latest in local business news from around the area.
New York gained just 100 private sector jobs and 4,600 non-farm jobs in January, and the unemployment rate held steady at the same rate it was in January, 8.2%. While the monthly gain was not high, the state has added over 79,000 private sector jobs and over 47,000 non-farm jobs in the past year, showing the strongest job gains in the 10-county downstate region. The 52-county upstate region grew private sector jobs by 0.7% over the past year. The Binghamton region was the only one in the state to lose private sector jobs over the past year, dropping 600 non-farm jobs and 400 private sector jobs. The Syracuse area gained 2,400 private sector jobs and 1,600 non-farm jobs. Attorney General Eric Schneiderman announced that his office will conduct a comprehensive review of the rising cost of gasoline in the southern tier amid rising consumer complaints to his office. Schneiderman said his office will compile data on prices charged in the area and seek to determine the causes behind recent price increases. He noted that there is not necessarily any wrongdoing behind the prices, but if there is, he will pursue the appropriate remedies. Schneiderman said his study will focus on how the current market volatility determines the cost of gas for retailers and whether the cost is passed appropriately onto customers at the gas pump. Syracuse and Ithaca are among the next 59 markets in line to receive 4G service from Verizon Wireless. The other New York market on the list is Albany. The cities will get 4G service by the end of the year. Verizon launched its latest high-speed network in December with 39 markets, including Rochester, and added another 49 in January. The company expects to complete nationwide rollout of the service by 2013.
Most people are happy for winter to suddenly stop, for springtime warmth to come and stay. But Mike Blaszek isn't one of them. He is one of New York State's 1,500 maple producers who, on average, made 40% less syrup last year when a sustained warm-up shortened the sap run to just 2 weeks.
We've gotten better than a quart per tap 2 years ago. Last year, pint and a half or so, something very small.
This year, thanks to alternating warm and cold snaps, the 260 taps on Blaszek's Sugar Creek Maple Farm in Vestal are on track to produce about 1 quart of syrup each.
So it's supposed to freeze up this week, according to your station. That'll be good news for maple syrup producers. We're looking forward to a great year.
So is Town of Maine producer Dan Naparella, eager to make his big investment in this state-of-the-art evaporator pay off.
This operation is in the process of growing from, say, 300 or 400 taps just a few years ago to 1,000 now to feed that new evaporator, on the way to 5,000 and a year-round business.
Something more and more New York maple producers are doing.
Even though the season actually producing syrup is short, they spend the rest of the year setting up their sugar bush, maintaining lines, and it does become a year-round occupation.
Naparella says the economics of maple syrup make such expansion possible.
The demand for the product is high, so there's a market for whatever we produce, whether it be on a wholesale level or retail.
Total New York maple sales in a good year, nearly $18 million.
We hope you enjoyed that. When we come back, the philosophy of Prendismo.com and why it could help your business. Plus, the latest bit of business wisdom from Prendismo.com, this time on why business is key to a sustainable society.
I'm Norm Poltenson. I've published the Central New York Business Journal for 25 years. Our success is based on the fact that we know only one audience, owners and managers of businesses in Central New York. We publish stories for them. We don't offer sound bites, and we always source our information. Maybe technology's changed since I started publishing 25 years ago, but not our mission. You can always rely on the Central New York Business Journal providing your business news.
I'm Susan from Tarjac. You may know us as the source for the best camo for your guns and bows, but we do so much more. Our custom work with automotive parts can transform any vehicle, our ATVs, sleds, four-wheelers, motorcycles. We've received national recognition for our work with Orange County Choppers, and we are most proud of our partnership with the future servicemen by providing customized helmets for the Army-Navy game. From the national stage to your favorite hunting ground, it's Tarjac.
Welcome back. Time now for a look at the mission and philosophy behind Prendismo.com and why it could help your business.
Hi, I'm Laura Batten, the Director of Business Development for Prendismo. The Prendismo collection is over 15,000 video clips with business leaders talking about business, entrepreneurship, and leadership, among other topics. All our video clips are under 2 minutes long, making them really easy for you to watch. They're fully transcribed if you prefer to read the selection rather than just watch the video.
My philosophy is to always underprice and overdeliver. Underprice and overdeliver and take the market by storm.
And they're indexed by topic, keyword, company, and over 200 business themes.
The what, the how, and the why.
In our collection, we have entrepreneurs, old and young, women and men, everyone from starting a new business to Fortune 500 CEOs.
The difference between good and great is that the great leader is able to have what I would call extended empathy.
In terms of making a good leader, it's about figuring out how to get 1 + 1 = 3.
Great leaders have great eyeballs and great ears.
The video clips are equally effective for a presentation or for your own personal development and business knowledge. You can watch our clips on Prendismo.com or download them and put them into your own presentations.
Leadership, motivation, failure, sustainability, ethics, coaching, negotiation, creativity, innovation,
Diversity, recruiting,
passion, managing, mentoring, success, marketing, teamwork.
So please visit Prendismo.com today to see our video collection and increase your business knowledge.
Without businesses, we're all hunting and gathering, back in the Stone Ages. I don't think there is society without business. I think it's businesses that drive people together. And businesses can have the greatest impact because as an individual, if I care about my impact, that's one thing, but I can never have nearly as much impact as if I'm helping others to decide to have that positive impact as well. So, looking at Three Twins, assuming that people went to our shop instead of another shop, we've kept thousands and thousands of pounds of plastic out of landfills. We've educated hundreds and thousands of people, mostly at a very young age, where they're going to go on and take those lessons and do important things. And we also get to spread fun and enjoy ourselves. So businesses are so integral to society, and they can be such a rich part, or they can be such a bad part. As the drive up to Ithaca, I was listening to how the case about the Exxon Valdez is still going on 20 years later. This business that had a captain that made a very bad mistake, and but 20 years later they're still fighting it and trying to keep money away from helping to clean it up and helping people to recover their lives that are still affected. So it's just it shows business can have a huge impact upon society, both positive and negative. And I think it's pretty easy to decide to have that positive route, but you have to be willing to sometimes make sacrifices and take chances to make that happen.
I'm Norm Poultonson. I've published the Central New York Business Journal for 25 years. Our success is based on the fact that we know only one audience, owners and managers of businesses in Central New York. We publish stories for them, we don't offer sound bites, and we always source our information. Maybe technology's changed since I started publishing 25 years ago, but not our mission. You can always rely on the Central New York Business Journal providing your business news.
I'm Susan from Tarjac. You may know us as the source for the best camo for your guns and bows, but we do so much more. Our custom work with automotive parts can transform any vehicle, our ATVs, sleds, four-wheelers, motorcycles. We've received national recognition for our work with Orange County Choppers, and we are most proud of our partnership with the future servicemen by providing customized helmets for the Army-Navy game. From the national stage to your favorite hunting ground, it's Tarjac.
Good customer service is essential to the success of your business. Today we're going to talk about 5 bad customer service behaviors that tend to get customers upset and have them running in the other direction. Our first bad customer service behavior is actually the #1 reason why people lose customers. That's inattention. Customers expect that we will give them our full attention and do everything we can to help satisfy their wants and needs. Problem customer service behavior #2 is indifference. It's one thing to listen to people and give them their attention, but we have to show that we actually care about what it is that they need for us to do for them. Bad customer service behavior #3 is a lack of eye contact. Sometimes this is a result of multitasking on the part of the customer service contact employee who's texting, talking to coworkers, or not really making direct eye contact with the person who they should be talking to. The fourth problem behavior is not saying thank you to the customer or saying it in an insincere way. We have to demonstrate to people that we really appreciate their business and we want to serve them again. The fifth problem behavior to avoid is not telling the customer we're sorry when they're inconvenienced or having a problem when doing business with us. I think what's in the back of our minds when we don't apologize is we're afraid that if we do, it'll be some kind of an admission of guilt and the customer will feel that we owe them more. The truth of the matter is the customer in most cases just wants to be treated with respect, and when they're having difficulties dealing with the organization, it's very appropriate to tell them that we're sorry. If you keep these 5 behaviors in mind, it's a lot easier to avoid customer upsets and keep your customers happy. If you'd like more information or an in-house workshop on how to improve customer service in your organization, please call Stesi Training or visit our website. Thank you.
I'm Norm Poltenson. I've published the Central New York Business Journal for 25 years. Our success is based on the fact that we know only one audience, owners and managers of businesses in Central New York. We publish stories for them, we don't offer sound bites, and we always source our information. Maybe technology's changed since I started publishing 25 years ago, but not our mission. You can always rely on the Central New York Business Journal providing your business news.
I'm Susan from Tarjac. You may know us as the source for the best camo for your guns and bows, but we do so much more. Our custom work with automotive parts can transform any vehicle, our ATVs, sleds, four-wheelers, motorcycles. We've received national recognition for our work with Orange County Choppers, and we are most proud of our partnership with the future servicemen by providing customized helmets for the Army-Navy game. From the national stage to your favorite hunting ground, it's Tarjac.
Welcome back. With scrap metal prices at an all-time high, should you be selling? And if so, just where does all that metal go? We go behind the scenes at Upstate Shredding.
Metal is falling from the sky. Well, not really, but it is falling from conveyor belts at Upstate Shredding in Owego.
We collect any kind of scrap metal, copper, aluminum, brass, cars, buses, anything that's metal we can take at these facilities.
It has the largest privately held scrap metal processor in the East Coast, processing at a rate of 450 ton per hour. And it's been busy.
10 years ago wasn't a big thing, but now the markets are really strong for metal, so it's turned into a pretty decent business.
It even takes recycling to the extreme.
Scrap business gets a bad rap, but it's probably one of the best things for the environment.
I'm at the top of the control tower right now, which is 5 stories high, and I'm sitting in Sparky. See, here he is right here. He actually controls the steel going in to get shredded, which will then be ready for steel mills.
And from mills, it could eventually go right back to your home.
The stuff that you're using every day was once the stuff that was here.
Weitzman receives metal from all over the Upper East Coast, even Canada. And you can do it too, because right now is the time to start selling your scrap metal.
Metal's almost at its record highs right now, so it's a great time for people to bring it to not just our scrap yards, to any of the scrap yards locally. Scrap metal right now is worth anywhere from like $250 to $300 a ton. Copper's anywhere from $3 to $4 a pound.
And it doesn't matter how you bring it, machines will separate all the metals, prepare them for shredding, and then they're sent all over the world.
And that does it for this episode of the CNY Business Connection. Thank you very much for joining us. Until next time, I'm Jason Weinstein. Have a good one.